Hey guys, John Engel here, and today I thought we would get back to the originality of what the channel was created for, the cars. Let's compare the Z06 and the XKR, which I like to refer to as brothers from another mother. Let's get started. So you might have asked yourself why I said brothers from another mother. Well, I mean, both hoods open the same way. What more proof would you want? Let's start to go into some of the similarities and some of the differences between these two cars. Obviously, both of them were made in that 2000 time frame. The Corvette behind me is a 2003, the XKR is a 2001, so little difference in years, but throughout the same time span, they made both of these cars. Now, the Jaguar's a V8 and the Z06 is a V8, so they're totally the same there, except the Z06 is naturally aspirated, where the XKR has a supercharger, and everyone knows that if you supercharge a V8, you get more power. No, not in this case at all. 370 horsepower from a 4-liter V8 supercharged engine, where the LS Corvette has 405 from a naturally aspirated engine, which means, yes, put a supercharger on there and you'd have even more. I have no idea how they design these things or why they do it, but I will tell you the Jaguar is down on power. However, they both are the top of the line of their classes. The Z06 was the highest form of Corvette you could buy at the time, and the XKR was the highest XK8 that you could buy at the time. So both of these examples are giving everything that they have. And obviously with horsepower, Corvette definitely came out ahead on that. So you're asking yourself, why are we even doing this comparison then? The Corvette is obviously a better vehicle. Well, not exactly, and I think that it goes to the interiors next. And let's take a look inside and see what they look like. Now, first we're going to start with the Corvette, which has a notoriously bad reputation for interior. However, I have to tell you, I absolutely love it, and I really do think that it has dated itself well. Yes, it is not going to be a brand new car, but the interior looks really good even by today's standard. It has a 1.5-inch display, which I absolutely hate, and not a really big fan because it makes it very hard to find something to replace it with. Now, let's take a look at the cup holder. Yes, it has one cup holder and not really a cup holder at all, and really shouldn't even be considered a cup holder. So let's take a look at the Jaguar and see how they did better. The Jaguar's interior is absolutely beautiful. The burl wood that they have used, I absolutely love. Now, this one to me feels more dated than the Corvette does, and it does so because of the center display. Yes, for the time, this was awesome, and it looks beautiful, comes up, says Jaguar on it, looks very cool. However, by today's standards, terrible, and also can't be updated. It's also a terrible size, it's behind the dash, you can't do anything with it, you're stuck with this for the rest of your life. Now, the Jaguar does beat the Corvette when it comes to having two cup holders. Yes, those are cup holders, and they do work remarkably well-ish. Better than the Corvette, not better than a real cup holder, but you get two, so it's better in that case. All right, interior wise, both very similar. I do think the Jaguar has a better interior, especially for the day. I think the Corvette has kind of grown into its interior better. I'll let you guys decide which one you like best. Let's take a look at the trunk space that these things offer. First, let's start with the Jaguar, seeing we're already over here. This trunk is huge. You can fit 2 full-size golf bags, not the little golf bags. It's amazing. You can put anything you want in the back of this trunk compared to the Corvette, where I still think you can get a normal-sized golf bag in the back, and it's not bad at all. You could use this daily, but it's not as big. So the Corvette definitely loses out on this one. The nice thing about these two cars is they're both practical. You could use these cars every day if you wanted to, either one of them. And both of them have good and bad parts about them. Now, if we were going to pick one just based on I can only get one car and that's it, the Z06 hands down. And I hate saying that because I feel like I say that all the time. But the Z06, such a great car. Now, if I was going to pick a car because I wanted to drive it and I liked being pampered and I'm gonna put it in automatic and I'm just gonna cruise around, that Jaguar beats the Z06 all day long. Also, it does have rear seats, not for people, but you can put stuff back there, so that's kind of nice, right? Yeah, kind of. If you're looking for a grand tour, the XKR beats the Corvette hands down. There's something about the ride, the power pulling in, and just being able to drive that car it's fun. It makes me feel great driving that car. Plus, I can put it in automatic and just cruise. And that's what a GT car is for. Now, if you're looking for something that's going to get your heart pumping and be a little bit more on the sports side, that Z06, bang for the buck, best in the class. So you've got two different choices to make. If you want something that you can customize, put exhaust on like I have with the Z06, that's the car for you. If you're looking for something just to buy, drive around, have a little bit of power, have a lot of style, the XKR will do it in droves, I'm telling you. Plus, if you're looking for something that has the best styling, that XKR wins hands down as well. The body was actually designed at the same time that Ford owned Aston Martin, they owned Jaguar, so the same designer that did the DB7 did the XKR. You will not find a better looking car than that. Plus, they were ahead of their time with the bronze wheels with the black body. That's all factory. The Corvette, though, lends itself to being modified so much easier because there is such an aftermarket community for it. You can change everything on this car. Just like if you watch some of my videos, you see slowly but surely I'm changing this car into what I want it to be. The wheels have been updated, the shifter's been updated, the exhaust has been updated. All of which are making this car less of a daily driver and more fun when I take it out. Now, you can use either one of them, and both of them are great, but I want to share some stats with you on both cars. If you were to buy both of these cars brand new, the Corvette would have ran you about $51,500. The XKR, a whopping $77,000. So right there's a big difference from when these were new. Horsepower on the Z06, 405, torque 400, 0 to 60, 3.9 seconds, quarter mile time, about 12.4. On the XKR, we have 370 horsepower, 387 on torque, so she's coming up in the rear there. We've got a 0 to 60 time in 5 seconds. It's a luxury couch. What do you expect? You're going to feel great going there, and you want it to take a little longer. Anyway, quarter mile time, 13.5. Like I said earlier, the Corvette is a 5.7 liter naturally aspirated, where the XKR is a 4 liter supercharged engine. Here's the biggest thing. If you're going based on all of that and you want to get to the end of the day, what you could buy these for today, here's a current price on both of them. The Corvette is around 18 grand, while the XKR is around 11 grand. Which you're asking yourself, how is that possible, seeing that the XKR started out so much more and the Corvette was about 20 grand less? You would think those numbers would be reversed. Well, that's where you'd be wrong, my friend. Jaguars are notorious for having the most depreciation. And if we do the math over the years, 86% depreciation on that Jaguar, where on the Corvette it's about 65%. So you can see that there's a huge difference. Now, in the future, which one do I think will be worth more, which is a better investment? I'm gonna have to say the better investment is going to be the Jaguar. You can pick one up for about $11,000, and sooner or later, that body style with that car is going to appreciate. The Corvette is still gonna have some more depreciation left into it. However, I don't think you're gonna ever lose enough money at this point to make it to where you shouldn't buy one. If you want a car just to cruise around in, drive long distances, and to use every day, the XKR by far is my pick. If you want a car that can be anything you want it to be, to go get groceries, take to the drag strip, autocross it, you can't beat the Z06. Anyway, I wanted to get back to the cars. I wanted to show you a little bit about these. I love both of these cars, and hopefully I don't have to let either one of them go. The XKR is absolutely beautiful and a pleasure to drive. The Corvette, best bang for the buck for a sports car, and it's just beautiful. All right, hopefully you like this. If you did, leave me some comments below. Hit me up on the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll catch you next time.